Hi everyone, it's jwitty. Hope you all are having a great day and thanks for joining me today. So I have a 12 by 12 gallery wrapped canvas, and I'll tell you, this piece was quite the journey. I actually ended up working on this piece for well over an hour. I did have to trim it down and speed up the process here throughout the video. But it was a journey I think was well worth it in the end. So, and I hope you think so too. So the colors that I'll be using today, the base coat that I'm putting down is the Behr Ultra Interior Medium Base 1724, and it was actually a gallon of paint that was on a clearance rack, and I paid like $9 for it. It's this kind of weird ashy gray color. So the colors I'm laying down to do the bloom are leftovers from my previous pour. That right there was the PrizmPour Royal Sapphire. That is the PrizmPour Violet Rose. I believe the next coming up is the that's Dazzling, DecoArt Dazzling Metallic Silver. And then we have the PrizmPour Midnight Shadow, which is a really beautiful, mysterious, dark blue color. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I had those colors mixed up from a previous pour that I actually did on a 12 by 12 tile. And I figured I got to use them up. They did thicken up because they had sat for a few days, so I did have to thin them out with a little bit of distilled water. So here I put my base coat down. Now I mixed some GAC 800 into my base coat because I just didn't want it to, I knew that the base coat is typically thick. All these paints are thick for the bloom technique, and I just didn't want to chance any crazing or cracking. And I don't think that's going to happen because this baby went for quite a few spins, as you're going to see. And like I said, it was quite the journey. So I'm laying down my colors here, and then I will cover those up with the cell activator. Excuse me, I lost train of thought there for a second. My cell activator, which is I don't know where my head's at today, guys. I'm losing all train of thought. Hello. See, I wasn't happy with that composition. But anyways, getting back to my cell activator, is the Amsterdam Oxide Black mixed with Australian Floetrol. I don't know where my head was there for a moment. Totally spaced. It took a second to pull that file forward. So, and here I'm playing around with my palette knife, trying to add some interest, some lines. I don't know what my deal was with this piece. I just was not happy. And, sometimes we kind of really wish that we could just take a step back and look at things differently from a different perspective. Sometimes I wish I can actually see what's happening from this perspective as I'm working from that perspective down there when I'm on this side of the camera looking at it. And so lots of times in a lot of my work, you'll see me, I do rotate my canvas quite a few times to get the different perspectives and whatnot. But sometimes even when you're standing right on top of it, you just don't get a clarification as you would if you were to walk away and then come back and look at it again after several minutes, if I'm making any sense. I'm sure we've all been there and we've all done it. Anywho, I continue to play with this, and like I said, I played with this piece for well over about an hour and a half. And so yeah, I was planning on doing a bloom on this canvas, and I thought that this whole color combination, which I stick with the same colors, just would look phenomenal as a bloom on the canvas. So excuse my ugly head being in the way there, but I tried. I worked this piece and I worked this piece and I worked this piece. And sometimes, yeah, you can overwork it and you end up with really nothing. And then sometimes you overwork it and you end up with better than what you had thought. And so this, like I said, was definitely a journey, because I ultimately go from doing this bloom technique. I think I end up doing a balloon kisses on it. I do a couple of smears with the cell activator on big palette knives. And then ultimately I end up doing, I thin a few of the paints out rather, and end up doing kind of like a blowout, not necessarily a Dutch pour, because with a Dutch pour you kind of blow the base paint over your colors before you blow them out. This time I just laid the colors down and blew them out, so it was more of a blowout. And so, but I ultimately end up liking my end result, which doesn't look at all like what you're seeing here. So anyways, I don't know, do me a favor and drop me a comment. Stick this out, drop me a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I certainly appreciate hearing your feedback, and I do respond to all the comments. Give me a thumbs up, guys. That helps for my channel to grow. And here we go. I'm going to try another bloom, because I wasn't happy with that first that first composition. And hey, I'm a female, and we get to change our minds, and we get to change our minds quite often. So this is where it goes. It starts to go downhill before it starts to turn around and come back upward. And for the final end result, I guess, I don't know, for lack of anything better else to say, I don't know. Look at that. I'm not happy with that. I got the bloom all in one area, and then I've got this big wide open space, but I was just really struggling here, and I think we all have those days. But you know what? Sometimes we have to go through that struggle to get to a successful end result. And quite honestly, I feel that the end result on this was successful. It's very, very different. Very different. And, I kind of pride myself on trying to make my artwork to be a little bit different, to put a little bit of my spin, myself into it. We all do similar techniques. We all come out with different results. So I like to make mine hopefully come out where it just is a little bit different, a little bit outside the box. So I've got 3 or 4 techniques that I've tried on this one particular canvas, and they all eventually came together in the end, and I'm really excited about that. So, and I know I keep rambling on here. So, anywho's, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, and I'll probably come in towards the tail end and say a few more things. So in the interim, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of music on, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so here I am. I'm back again, and hope you all saw a little blip of Alvin. And some of you know, maybe some of you don't know, that we have a screech owl who has taken up roost in our garage, and he's been there now for, probably a little over a month or so. So he roosts all day in our garage, and then he goes at night and he does his hunting. But he's really a cool little screech owl. He even lets us get within inches of him, because I think part of his I think he really likes to play hide and seek, because he'll hide in plain sight and we won't see him until we're like right there next to him. It's really funny. So, but he's a cool little owl, and I really am feeling blessed that he chose my garage to roost in. So anyways, my journey continued on, and I finally got to this point. And guys, I'm really in love with this. I really, truly am in love with this. I didn't think it would get here, but it finally got to something that I feel is really, really unique and different. And it showcases a few, different techniques all on one canvas, which I think is really kind of cool too. So again, like I said, drop me a comment in my comment section. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. I really appreciate that you've joined me today. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. I do invite you to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for future uploads. And I'm going to do one more kiss right there. And at any point in time during this video, or you can always tap on the title. It'll take you into the description box, where you'll find a full list of everything that I used as far as my paints, the color choices, the names of the colors, and my pouring mediums and whatnot. So I'm going to be taking you in. That's the orientation I like best. These are my wet results. And it dried beautifully. It really dried beautifully. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I did enjoying, creating it for you all. Even though it was a struggle, it was well worth it. Look at those colors. Aren't they just gorgeous? Oh, and it dried just like that. And you'll see that in a few moments. It's coming up. So just look at that. Look at the wisp, the movement, the lacing. The whole thing is just incredible. I'm absolutely in love with this piece. It's very different, and I think that's what I like best about it. So look at that. Look at those colors play so well together. It's just really, really unique. I think it's a wowzers. I really do. And coming up right now are my dried results. Oh, look at that. Oh, I just love it. Drama. Oh, can we all say drama? Who's with me on the drama? Look at the drama on that canvas. Wow. Just absolutely stunning. Just stunning and so different. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, peek at that description box. My Amazon wish list is in there as well. Feel free to look at that. Drop me some paint if you feel inclined to do so. That helps to support me and to keep bringing content to my channel. So until next time, guys, stay safe, take care, and blessings to you all.